Okay, Mr. Devan of Edufund, director and founder. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. So we spoke about what we said in terms of pricing for businesses, especially in the education sector. And for Shine Go Global, we so believe in the right business development model, and especially for trainers and coaches and people in the education sector. You had a very interesting insights on the pricing, the way it's being priced. So can you share with us that analogy? It was just mind-blowing.
It's just that the education industry or any other service industry for that matter, the pricing of the product is very much similar to pricing of any tangible goods like handphones or cars or houses or whatever not. We cannot price a Toyota Vios at the same price as we would sell a Mercedes-Benz E250 or an S-Class Mercedes-Benz. The same principle applies to services as well,
Right.
especially education. Some operators think that if I'm offering a degree, a bachelor's degree in accounting or business, then I should be able to charge the same price as another university which charges a similar program. Because at the end of the day, this is also a bachelor in business degree program, that's also a bachelor in business degree program. Just like a car, Toyota Vios gets you from point A to point B, Mercedes-Benz also gets you from point A to point B, but the price for the Mercedes-Benz has to be very high compared with the Vios. So similarly, in education, the package matters a lot. The facilities that come together with the provision of education. For example, library facilities, lab facilities, and other things, the campus environment, maybe sports facilities, all these also form the package, not just the teaching, learning process in the classroom alone. So if one who has got a campus environment with lots of facilities, library, online library, classrooms and everything charges about 50,000 ringgit for a program, another person who doesn't have all those facilities but operating on a smaller scale cannot charge the same amount of fees even though the program could be similar.
Yeah.
So I have come across operators who charge 50,000 for their program, and they say that I want to charge this amount because the other university is charging the same amount for a similar program. Now, at the end of the day, they don't get any students. So they come to us and they say, well, we are charging 50,000 for the program, we are not able to get any students, whereas the other university is charging 50,000 for a similar program and they have got so many students. So our advice to them is, even in pricing, you have to benchmark.
Yeah.
You have to take a look at the facilities provided by the university. And if I were to give them, based on their facilities, an index of 100, then I must take my institution and compare it with them and say, if I were to give them 100, how many points would I give myself? So if based on my experience and how I look at the university, if say, okay, I give myself 60 points. If they are 100, if the university is 100, then my institution is 60 points. If that is what you give yourself, then your price must also be similar.
Yeah.
In
Very
the sense,
powerful.
Yeah. So in that sense, if they are charging 50,000 for the package, because they're offering a package, not just the teaching learning process.
Yes.
Right? So if for their package they're offering, they're charging 50,000, then for your package, which you think only makes up 60% of their package, then you should perhaps charge only 60% of what they charge.
Yeah.
In other words, you charge 60% of 50,000, which is only 30,000.
Yes.
Then you can expect to get students.
Fantastic. You actually have, touched on a very important point, because many people, when we charge the right way, regardless of how much of marketing or expenses you do, the pricing when it's right.
Yes.
And I have a feeling that a lot of them, as much as in institutions they charge a lot for academic trainers and coaches do the opposite. They undercharge themselves sometimes, and because all based on their self-worth, self-esteem conversation. But I would love to hear from you, sir, when it comes to the work that you do. Can you share with us a little bit about that?
We work with some colleges here in Malaysia. What we do with them is a few things. We advise them on human resource planning, recruitment. Because I've been in the private higher education industry in Malaysia for 30 over years now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Veteran, industry experts.
So we advise them on human resource planning and recruitment. We also help them to package programs.
Right.
Sometimes we even give them advice on how to develop programs,
Right.
how they should develop programs. And some colleges, when they want to develop certain programs, we tell them, no, don't do this particular program because there are already so many providers in the market. You are going to go in and compete with everybody else offering similar programs. So you should try to find certain niche programs. For example, like IT. Everybody wants to offer computer science. So there is no difference between computer science program offered by College A as compared with the computer science program offered by College B. Then students start comparing what facility you have, what facilities I have, and so on. But if you have got a niche program, like embedded systems, or something that is so current that there are not many providers in the market, then you will get students, plus you will also be able to charge a premium price.
Nice.
So these are the things that we should look at. So if someone comes to me and says, we want to offer a diploma in business, I think there are too many providers already. So why do you want to offer a diploma in business? And at the end of the day, you will start competing in terms of price.
Yeah.
So, if someone knows about the blue ocean strategy, then they should know that it's not just competing in terms of price, but you should compete in terms of the package that you offer.
Yeah.
So pricing is not based on what value you think you're offering your customers, but what value the customers think you're offering them.
That's right. That's right.
So if they think that what you offer, the price that they can pay is 10,000, you cannot charge them 15,000 just because somebody else is charging 15,000.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So these are the consultations that you do.
Yeah.
And,
But over and above that,
you're
we are-
bringing Malaysia global.
Yes.
Yes.
We are also a pioneer in taking Malaysian university programs overseas.
Fantastic.
We are working with a few universities, and we even have Malaysian PhDs and DBA programs being conducted overseas now.
Fantastic.
One of the countries which we have been running these programs for the past 3 years is Iran.
Very nice.
And nobody else wanted to go there, we went there.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much for your valuable time. We look forward to working with you and seeing possibilities of going global.
Thank you
Together.
very much.
Thank you.
I look forward to working with you all as well.
Thank
Thank
you.
you again.